I'm Dr. Stephanie Dickey, and I teach art history here at Queen's University. We're standing in the Bader Gallery at the Agnes Etherington Art Center here on the Queen's campus in the middle of an exhibition that I put together with some of our students on the topic of history painting in the Circle of Rembrandt van Rijn. And artists have to choose from a literary source such as the Bible or Greek mythology and distill that story down into one scene. They have to emphasize the drama and the significance of the narrative using the gestures and emotions and expressions of the figures they depict. In this case, we see a story from the book of Judges in the Old Testament of the Christian Bible, where Manoa and his wife have received the news from a divine messenger that they will bear a son. That son will grow up to be the legendary strongman Samson. So according to the customs of the day, they build an altar and offer a burnt offering of thanks for this announcement. And just as they do that, the messenger reveals himself as an angel. So here you see the angel soaring up into the sky right above the flames of the fire, and the two figures are reacting in different ways to this announcement. Manoa crouching as if he's in fear of his life, his wife reacting with awe and amazement. The artist who painted this painting is Govaert Flinck, who was one of Rembrandt's most important students. Flinck came from Germany to the Netherlands to complete his training, and he worked for 2 years in Amsterdam with Rembrandt from about 1633 to 1635. Then he went out on his own and became quite a successful artist in the city. In this painting, we can see Rembrandt's impact in a number of ways. The dramatic use of light and dark, the relatively muted color scheme, and most importantly, the emphasis on the emotional undercurrents of the story. You can see that the artist has composed the scene so that there are just a few touches of red and white that bring your attention right to the foreground subject. The rest is relatively monochromatic. You can also see that the composition is relatively unbalanced. But if we look at it from an angle this way, suddenly it starts to make more sense. There is evidence that this painting was created for a church in the Dutch city of Gouda. And it's possible that it even was painted to hang on a side wall of the church. So looking at it from an angle is exactly what the artist intended. Another thing we notice about this composition is the beautiful figure of the angel, which Flinck actually took from a painting and a drawing by Rembrandt. Rembrandt, in turn, got the idea for this figure from a print by the 16th century artist Martin van Heemskerk. This way of passing ideas along from one artist to another was typical of the teaching method used in Rembrandt's studio.